Hi, everybody. I'm Aura Alvarado, Director of Communications here at ChooseCREC.
Hello, everyone. My name is Curtis Rodriguez-Porter, and I'm the Program Manager for ChooseCREC School Choice.
So you know how we're here live with you, and we were expecting a pre-show, but we're having some technical difficulties, but hang in there. We're just gonna start the program and talk about what you're gonna see tonight, and then we'll get the videos downloaded shortly and in between the virtual fair. So Curtis, like we said, the application is open.
The application is finally and officially open for sure. Absolutely.
So that means that we're here. You're gonna see our faces, hear us from now until about the end of January, maybe February, who knows, throughout wherever you see us in the community, talking about all the choices that you have available for you and your families. So we have ChooseCREC Schools of Excellence. We have 16 schools that range from pre-K to grade 12. And then we also have
our open choice program, which is our 29 districts where our Hartford residents have the opportunity to attend school in those districts, public schools in those districts at no cost. And also suburban families have the opportunity to attend select Hartford public schools. So definitely an option for our Hartford residents who want to take advantage of our ChooseCREC magnet schools, as well as the open choice program.
Right. So throughout the night today, you're going to hear about the open choice, the Hartford Region Open Choice Program, and about what makes our ChooseCREC Schools of Excellence, your best choice in the school choice application. You're going to hear from our superintendent, our director of school choice. You're going to hear from some of our assistant superintendents, and
as well as some surprises. We want to recognize, right? We're coming back from the pandemic. We want to check in with folks and see what are some of our recent alum are doing. And so we have student voice. So we have some alumni who are going to share what their experience has been since attending a open choice program and or ChooseCREC magnet school. So you get to hear from them. And we'll also have some parent testimonials as well, because again, we think it's so important. And over this past year, it's allowed us to take a step back and really figure out what it is that you all want. And we hear you, and we know that you want us to be more accessible. We know that you want us to be involved in your community, wherever you're at. And so that's what we're thriving to be. And we want ChooseCREC to be in your community. We have some new updates in regards to our mobile fleets that we're super excited about. And so you will see in your neighborhood, folks, our family engagement specialists, principals, teachers, driving around throughout the region, and one of our ChooseCREC mobile units new this year. And so we're so excited for that. And if you see us, make sure you either take a picture and tag us on social media or give us a toot.
Yes, we are excited about our mobile units. I hope it doesn't start snowing soon, like earlier than we want to, because
cover us up.
Yes, cover us up, but we will be out in the community. We are so excited. One of the things that you should do as maybe you're preparing dinner, grab some snacks, and while you get the kids ready, make sure you get a pen and paper and take some notes. Maybe, jot down your top schools, or maybe something you want to go, school you want to visit, because we are open for on-site visits. And we should tell them where we are, actually. We are at the ChooseCREC Welcome Center.
The newly expanded,
renovated,
Welcome Center.
High-tech, beautiful furniture. So we are here. We are at ChooseCREC Central, which is 111 Charter Oak Avenue. So we are here Monday through Friday. We might have some certain dates open longer as the application gets to the end of January, but we are here, and you can visit us by calling us here at 860-509-3700, or you can email us at schoolchoice@crec.org. We also have ChooseCREC.org has a live chat. You can make an appointment to come here and get some assistance with your application process. Or if you just want to meet someone and talk about the schools, we're here for you. So make sure you come visit us here at the ChooseCREC Welcome Center. What are the other things we can tell? Oh, one of the things you should do, especially after you finish tonight's fair, we will be having a live in-person fair on January 13th at one of our school locations, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, after you've finished watching the fair today and have some questions, there's a couple of things you should do. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the fair because we have some helpful hints, like making sure you visit the Welcome Center, call the schools and make appointments, go visit the open houses. What else should they be doing?
Making sure that you schedule a tour. Our schools are working with families to schedule tours according to that school community. So if you feel like, you know what, I feel comfortable, I want to go see the school, I want to meet some teachers or what have you, or ask some questions on a one-on-one base, please contact the school that you're interested in, and they will let you know what their setup is for scheduling tours. However, our schools are accepting families, but just make sure you call that in particular school and see how their setup is.
Yes. So again, we're gonna get started, and just again, so you can so you have it all straightened out, because sometimes it gets a little mixed up. We are about to start our Hartford Region Open Choice Virtual Fair, and that is for Hartford residents who want to attend the suburban districts. Like Curtis said, we have 29 districts that we have grades from pre-K 3 all the way to high school.
That's right.
So that is the first segment of the virtual fair. And then after that, we're going to go into our magnet school options, which is the 16 magnet schools. You're going to see some of the pre-show that highlights some of the schools, and then you're going to hear what makes our schools unique. So again, there's 2 parts to this fair, and we're going to start with the Hartford Region Open Choice Program.
Absolutely.
I hope we're ready to show the welcome video from our Director of School Choice, Christina Jordan.
We'll see you when you get back.
Hi everyone, my name's Christina Jordan and I'm the Director of School Choice here at ChooseCREC, the Capital Region Education Council. And I'm here to talk to you about an opportunity that's available to you in your choice portfolio. We represent the Open Choice Program. The Open Choice Program here at ChooseCREC and in Hartford is the oldest desegregation program in the country. And it's right here in Connecticut, available to all of us that live in the Capital Region. So what is it exactly? Well, it allows Hartford students to attend suburban schools, and it allows suburban students to attend Hartford schools here in our beautiful capital city. So what happens when you engage in one of these schools or you enroll in one of these schools? Well, you have a whole team here in Hartford to support you. We have a team of approximately 20 people, and we are family engagement specialists, we have literacy coaches, we have resource specialists that work at the elementary, middle, and high school level. We have a transportation liaison, as well as folks who support districts in culturally relevant pedagogy and racial equity. So when you're thinking about schools, when you're thinking about opportunities, we know you have a great magnet portfolio to choose from, and we encourage you to look at those as well. But this is also an opportunity available to all families that are in the Capital Region. For more information about the Open Choice Program, please go to ChooseCREC.org.
Welcome back, everyone. You just heard from Director of School Choice, Christina Jordan, giving a brief overview of the Open Choice Program. And so, like she said, this is just another option that you have to take advantage of. And again, you can go and visit ChooseCREC.org, right? And so also this year, we have a brand new district, Coventry Public Schools, which has joined our Open Choice Program. And so this year, they have welcomed their first set of students to Coventry Public Schools. So we want to congratulate them on welcoming them to the ChooseCREC family and the Open Choice Program, and congratulate them on all their efforts they've done to make sure that their students coming from Hartford feel included, feel like family, and very much feel welcome. So congratulations to Coventry Public Schools, and be sure to check them out amongst our other districts during your application search. And follow up by that, the Open Choice team, the Hartford-based team here in Hartford, has a wealth of folks who can assist you throughout your journey for Open Choice. Specifically, each grade level has a resource specialist. So there's a elementary resource specialist, a middle school resource specialist, and a high school resource specialist. And today we have a special message from our family engagement specialist, as well as our college and career specialists, Carla Cruz and Lauren Allen Jones. Take a look at their message.
Hi, hola, my name is Carla Cruz. I am the Family Engagement Specialist for Pre-K to 12 for the Open Choice program here at ChooseCREC. I help you maneuver and navigate the system of your choice. So I'm here to support you in that area and in many other areas of resources and support.
Hi, I'm Lauren Allen Jones, ChooseCREC Open Choice College and Career Advisor. In my position, I support families and students in acquiring a plan for post-high school. I also assist and support students in navigating high school. I'm available for conversations about college plans, about career plans, and anything that would involve high school. I hope to meet you soon.
Our Open Choice Hartford-based team consists of 3 resource specialists in different areas: elementary, middle, and high school. We also have a transportation specialist. We also have a diversity, equity, and inclusion specialist in our team.
Once a student is placed in a suburban district, they belong in that district, in that community. They become part of that district in every way that an in-town student becomes part of that district. They have access to sports teams, clubs, after-school activities, and all the academic music department. All of the academics that are available at that school are available to the Open Choice student. They become part of that district.
Our Open Choice program supports the district with professional development to all district-wide, and we also support our district liaison with monthly professional development.
It is very important once a student becomes part of a district to find somebody they feel comfortable with, someone in that district that they can confide in and share the struggles and the ups and downs of navigating high school. In addition to that, the ChooseCREC Open Choice team is available to help with that. Our team is very diverse in experience and exposures and ethnic backgrounds. We have Spanish-speaking members of our team, and if you have difficulties in any of those areas, we are here to support you.
We are here in Open Choice, and we support and we create that bridge to make sure that that communication is intact. Our team will support you maneuver those conversations with your district, and we will make sure that all those questions and support systems are in place for you and your families. To learn more about Open Choice, please follow us on social media and on our YouTube channel.
Visit us at ChooseCREC.org.
Welcome back, everyone.
Wow, that's amazing. To have all these districts participating, I mean, the Open Choice program has been around for years. Curtis, how important is it to have a Hartford-based team that the families, can connect with while they're out in the districts?
Yeah, that's a great question. And, we often connect with families who even been in the program for so long, and they're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know that you guys were here. And so we try to really, really ensure that all families and all of the districts know that the team is here to just be that liaison. Yes, you are, once you enter into the Open Choice program, you do belong to that district. You are part of that school culture, right? However, sometimes we know that coming from the city, going out to a place where you don't reside, you just might need an extra hand, an extra voice or something like that. And so that's why that the Open Choice team is here, to just be that extra level of support, to empower our families, to work with folks in navigating this new space, to letting all of our students who are in the Open Choice program know that, be proud of where you're from, right? However, in that journey, take advantage of the quality of education that you're going to get while you're up in those districts.
Absolutely. I could not agree more with you. I think, I know we're going to be talking to one of our students, but let's talk about a little bit about the transportation. I know a lot of people get scared, or they think it's too far. What can we tell families to make them feel more at ease about that?
Yeah, so for transportation, it's free. And for our little ones, for our kindergartners, there is
There's small buses, right, with the car seats.
Yes, absolutely. And there's also a monitor on those buses. So if you have, for the little ones just starting out in school, not for all grade levels, but for our kindergartners, there are bus monitors on the bus to assist them in their transition as they go out to Enfield, Southington, Avon, wherever district that they're going to for our little ones, I think it is good for our families to know that, their little ones won't be on the bus all by themselves as they transition into this new experience. And so in working with that, we have a transportation liaison. His name is Rudy Thomas. He works directly in the Open Choice program, and he helps assist families that just get accepted into the program to make sure that we have all your information in so that we can make sure that you get transportation on time at the start of the school year. So that's why when you receive your seat in the Open Choice program, it's so important that you make sure you get all of the required paperwork in for your Open Choice application, as well as your district application, right? And then outside of Rudy, in transportation, there's also another liaison by the name of Kiana. And Kiana also assists folks with working and transitioning into the Open Choice program. And these folks are here from the morning all the way to the evening, because we understand that, once students get out of school, right, while some folks may be off work, transportation is hard at work, here to assist you all for any and everything that might occur after hours. So just have some sense of ease that knowing that, your child is receiving free transportation, right? For our kindergartners, there is a monitor on the bus, right? And then also there's someone here to assist you with any of your questions from early in the morning to the evening time, at least until 8 o'clock, to assist you if you have any of those questions.
Yes, and I'm going to take this opportunity to give a shout out to our ChooseCREC transportation team. They work tremendous amount of hours, and I know with the shortage of drivers, I also want to say thank you to our families who are being patient. And if you're out there and you're looking for a job and you wouldn't mind driving a van or a bus, go to ChooseCREC.org careers. We need you desperately, okay? So I don't know, is Cheyenne available? Is she on?
Yes. So we have a treat for you all tonight. We have a recent alum from the Open Choice program, and I've had the opportunity and the pleasure to meet this young lady back when she was still in high school. And now she has graciously come to share some of her experience with you all about the Open Choice program. But first, I just want to, say, hi, Cheyenne, welcome. And if you could introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Cheyenne Erlington. I am a sophomore at Capital Community College majoring in biochemistry, and I'm very happy to be here tonight.
Welcome, Cheyenne. What district from Open Choice did you graduate from?
So I went to Canton High School.
Canton.
Nice. And being out in Canton, right? What is a major highlight that you can take away from being out in Canton?
So my major highlight, well, I have a couple. Definitely graduating with honors, joining and being accepted into Spanish Honor Society, and being a world traveler. So being in Canton, I had the opportunity to not only travel to Costa Rica, but Spain as well.
Wow, that's great that you were able to travel out the country. That's one of those unique experiences that you do not forget about. And so to be able to have the opportunity, right, to travel out the country, especially at such a young age, I know I wish I would have the opportunity.
Listen, I think Cheyenne has more stamps on her passport than I do in my life here. Cheyenne, I would like you to tell our listeners, especially about traveling, and how in our culture, at least I know in the Latino culture, we're very tight with not letting our little ones go out and explore the world. What could you say to parents about, what that experience gave you to go out and to work and to be in a university? What can you say to ease the mind of the families that may be saying, oh no, I don't want my kids going out too far from where we live?
Well, in my situation, my mom, had great hesitancy, not only allowing me to travel the world, but, leaving Hartford public schools, ChooseCREC and everything was such unknown territory, but, we had to take that leap of faith, and I needed a change of environment. So, sometimes parents, when they grow up, they lack things. However, if they're able to give it to their students or provide it in some capacity, I do recommend that.
Wow, that's great.
Absolutely. And based off your experience, right, and that support, how important is it for that support for our families to support their students, whether when they're going to school outside of their town. And again, that could be for open choice and or a magnet family as well. How important is that at-home support?
I would say that it's crucial because sometimes I would be at school for 12 hours. You know, I was a geek, I was a nerd, I was in clubs, I did sports, I did lacrosse. So, you know, my days were longer. So I had my own nuclear Canton family, but when I came back to, you know, my own familiar territory, my hometown, you know, I had to, you know, seek the love and support that I needed from there, in addition to getting it at school.
Absolutely. And with that experience that you gained from being in the open choice program, right? How do you feel like it has prepared you for life after high school?
Well, Curtis knows that I love to network. I love to talk. So him and I have remained in contact for years, since 2019. So I feel like being able to network and communicate and, you know, brand myself and all that good stuff has definitely gave me a leg up compared to my high school peers or even my college peers, because I have my first ever big girl job. I work for a nonprofit, and I'm very proud of that.
And with that, yes, you are doing some amazing things. And absolutely, I want to give you the opportunity to talk about the big things that you're doing. So feel free to give yourself your own shameless plug. Again, you have worked so hard in your school years, right? And this is your platform. And again, you're amongst future families. So, you know, just give a shout out to what it is that you're involved in right now.
So I have so many eggs in so many baskets. So where do I start? So recently I ended my first ever college fellowship. I was in a 10-month fellowship for college age women of color. It's Chicago based. It's called the Agila Foundation Fellowship. And I also won a scholarship from it. And it was very transformative. I was able to work on my public speaking, my networking, be in an online community, because initially it was supposed to be in person, but they were able to pivot it in the way so it would be on Zoom so everyone could access it. I was in a community of women of color, Black women, Latina women who are on the move. And I love that. It was like, wow, like it made me feel like I'm not the only person making moves out here. Like I have a community of sisters all across the United States. So I recently finished my first internship with that. And I'm proud to say that I am part of their leadership board. So I got accepted. So out of 58 college age women, I was one of 4 selected, and my position starts in January.
Oh, that is so awesome. Congratulations on all of that.
Yes.
And one final note, if you can tell your younger Cheyenne a message to help kind of propel her. I mean, I know you're already doing fabulous things, but you know, if you could tell your younger Cheyenne something, what would that be?
Definitely speak up more for myself and learn who I am from an earlier time so I don't get swayed in different directions.
Thank you so much for being with us this evening, Cheyenne. You have it, folks, a former Open Choice alum here sharing her experience with you all tonight, this evening. Thank you so much for being with us, Cheyenne. Continue to do great things and know that you always have a family here at ChooseCREC and with Open Choice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Wow, Curtis, you know, just the opportunity that these students have. I know sometimes you have to leave your comfort zone, you know, your neighborhood school. A lot of people have mixed feelings about the magnet schools and the open choice program. But, you know, when we hear about students like Cheyenne doing great things, and there's so many students like that, it's just opening a world. And, you know, as a mom and now you as a dad, I think we do try to keep our children safe and close, which obviously that's our job. But knowing, giving them a voice, like Cheyenne said, that she could speak up. And what better place to do that in a place with so diverse, a diverse school population, and the resources that you have, like with the specialists, the family engagement specialists. I mean, I think the parents who are watching, give it a try. Come and take a tour, talk to students, and I think we have a video of a parent's experience with open choice, right? You
Yes,
want to talk
yes,
about
yes,
that?
absolutely. So, again, with bringing ChooseCREC into your community and really making sure that you all know and understand that we know how valuable it is that our students' voice matters, as Cheyenne said, that she would tell her younger self to speak up, right? We also want our parents to feel empowered as well. So next up, we have one of our parents, Keith, who also his children participate in the Open Choice program. So here's a message from Keith.
My name is Keith Bowling Jr. I'm a graduate of West Harvard Public School through the Open Choice program in 2001. I put my daughter in the program, being her mother decided to put her in the program because education is big in our home, and we want our daughter to just have the best opportunities. I think every parent wants their child to have the best opportunity. I would think so. Have the best opportunity they can have. She goes to South Windsor Public Schools. She started in Eli Terry, and now she's in 7th grade. The only thing I like about the program is you get to know different cultures from all over the world. And that helps you with your perception of people and helps your respect for certain people. Because I think the only race issue is just a lack of not understanding how our culture and how our culture is, how your culture and how your culture is. But see, I have friends now since the 1st grade I can still talk to and call right now. So it's just lifetime relationships, lifetime network connections, and just a whole family, really. Our main goal was Kayla's education and her being raised correctly in the right way. But the challenges we dealt with, another challenge we dealt with was the traveling, working out schedules, work schedules, school schedules. You know what I'm saying? We had to fight through all that, but it's sacrifice. Like I said, you have to sacrifice for your children. If you're not willing to sacrifice, this pretty much isn't the program for you, but if you're willing to sacrifice, if you want the best for your children, enroll them in Open Choice, and you won't regret it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. There you have it. Keith talked about some really important things, especially with ensuring that, his child had access to a quality education. And you're a mom, you also chose to select where your children went to receive their education. How important is it for you as a parent to feel connected and also ensuring that your children have great education?
Well, I'm a firm believer in engagement and involvement, whether it's in your community, but in this case, it's in your child's education. Regardless if you get a spot at a magnet school or in an open choice district, parent involvement is key. You have to be seen because we have to support what's happening in the classroom at home. I know I started as an open choice family. My son started in Newington Public Schools because I lived in Hartford at the time. But then I kept trying to get a seat at the magnet school, and I finally did, and then we just became a magnet school family. But open choice has always been dear to my heart. But I have to tell you, no matter what seat you get, and whatever, even if it's not a ChooseCREC school, you should be involved in your child's education. Because that is what's gonna shape and mold them, and it's gonna give them their voice in the classroom, and then they could bring that back home and kind of just be the family advocate, as I see it, right? But I think parent involvement should be number one, and I think it should be twofold, right? And I think that's what your family engagement folks at Open Choice and in the magnet schools do for our families. There's a connection there. Sometimes we're busy and we don't feel connected to our schools, but we do have family engagement specialists at our schools, at all of our schools, and then you've got the ones at Open Choice with the districts. So there is some kind of connection there. And I know if you go to Canton or Coventry, you might think that's far, but we have places like this, like the Welcome Center, where families can meet with their engagement specialists, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. So, with our newly expanded Welcome Center, there's more than enough space for our district liaisons. Many of our districts in the Open Choice program have liaisons, and if they don't, again, we still have our family engagement specialist, Carla Cruz here, that if you feel like, you know what, I just need to know a little bit more, I need some kind of advice, like Aura mentioned, you know, how can I become more connected even though I live, you know, X miles away from my child's school? You can come here to the Welcome Center at 111 Charter Oak Avenue, connect with the family engagement specialist or a representative from your school, and just have a one-on-one conversation and get the support that you feel like you need.
Yes, and Curtis, you're talking about that, and I'm reminded that I should be talking to our Spanish-speaking families. Buenas tardes, soy Aura y este es Curtis, estamos aquí. Si tienen preguntas en español, por favor, pónganlo en el chat y alguien te va a contestar. Tenemos mucha gente de CREC aquí ayudándonos a contestar las preguntas. So, si tienen preguntas, ponlas en español y nosotros las contestaremos para ustedes. Y para decirles, estamos aquí, tenemos la feria de las escuelas Choice y ahora mismo estamos en el segmento del Hartford Region Open Choice Program, que es para las familias que viven en Hartford, los niños que viven en Hartford, yendo a los distritos que tenemos 29 distritos como Newington, Wethersfield, Avon, Coventry y Canton. So tenemos 29 distritos que los niños pueden empezar de preescolar hasta grado 12. Después de este segmento vamos a ir a ver las escuelas de CREC Magnet Schools, que tenemos 16 escuelas también de pre-K escolar hasta grado 12. So, si tienen preguntas, por favor, pónganlo en español en el chat y nosotros los contestaremos, ¿ok? So,
Perfecto.
so now we're going to see one of our districts.
Yes. We have a video from one of our districts, just so you can see that many of our districts have videos listed on their websites, and even if you visit ChooseCREC.org. So tonight we will show a special feature from Southington Public Schools. Take a watch, and as always, please know that for more information, visit ChooseCREC.org, or we really invite you to come down to our newly renovated Welcome Center here at CREC Central at 111 Charter Oak. Here you go. Take a look at Southington Public Schools, everyone.
Southington school systems consist of 11 schools, 1 high school, 2 middle schools, and 8 elementary schools. While matriculating through our school's district, we ensure each of our students are equipped with the tools and resources needed to prepare them for post-secondary education and the job market. We are dedicated to providing great appropriate and seamless technology integration in every classroom, which vows to support innovative teaching practices and create enhanced learning environments for our most valuable assets, our students. This entails our athletic teams that hold true to the motto of chasing excellence within each endeavor, as well as working to sustain the district's combined math and reading proficiency test scores. Our students also have the opportunity to participate in various musical curricula, from elementary to high school, ranging from jazz repertoire to the drumline or even musical orchestras. As each student progresses through our school system, they are culminating our district's core values, which highlight the outcomes of our community's focus on socio-emotional, academic support, and hands-on learning to enable the growth of our students. In efforts to aid students in encompassing our district's core values and pillars, we create invigorating atmospheres that promote student engagement in various settings, utilizing an effective system that assesses and measures learning targets. As administrators and educators, it is exciting to give this level of support while students cultivate a sense of responsibility through authentic and innovative learning strategies, challenging systems to create areas of opportunity for their growth. We're committed to influencing early investment in student involvement, from community connections and district collaboration. So much so, we developed a pre-engineering program that has been recognized as a leader in the state of Connecticut, ranking #1 on the Career and Technical Education Standardized Assessment. As we integrate these skills into the curriculum, students will not only be better prepared citizens, but they will excel academically, as witnessed in our graduation rate of 97%. It is our priority to work collaboratively with parents and paraprofessionals in the classroom to close the achievement gap, utilizing mindful special education instruction and the incorporation of an inclusive learning style to ensure academic success for all students. By all, we mean and put emphasis on diversity, equity, and inclusion, taking bold action to create a long-lasting inclusive culture and to promote inclusive behavior. Southington School District invites you to join us in engaging students in a range of educational experiences to become informed and adaptive problem solvers who effectively communicate and rise to challenges for our families and our community.
Good evening, families. My name
There you have it, folks. Southington Public Schools. Thank you so much for watching us through our Open Choice Program segment of this year's virtual fair. Now, what do we have in store next?
Well, para decirle a la gente que habla en español, ese fue el segmento del Hartford Region Open Choice Program, que es una opción para la gente que vive en Hartford a ir a 29 ahí tenemos 29 distritos que puede asistir. Y ahora vamos a ir al segmento de magnet schools. So we're going to go into our magnet school section, right?
Yes. So now that we went through our open choice, now we have our 16 magnet schools that we'll just talk about some of the programs. Again, our pre-show will be shown later on, so you will have access to see some promo videos from our magnet schools a little bit later on. We do apologize for that, but for now, we have a very important message from our Superintendent, Tim Sullivan.
Good evening, families. My name is Tim Sullivan, and I'm the superintendent of the ChooseCREC Magnet Schools. I'd like to welcome you tonight to our virtual fair. We're hoping that during the fair, you're going to learn a lot about our schools and maybe, just maybe, find the one that's just right for you. So stay tuned and pay attention. We have lots of good information coming your way, and we're happy to show you what we have in our schools. At ChooseCREC Magnet Schools, we want to individualize the education for every student. We want to make sure that every student has a chance to find their voice, whether they're participating in athletics, in theater or arts, or doing scientific experiments. We want to make sure that they have access to a curriculum that excites them and gets them to want to be successful in the future. We know that our schools are great, and we hope that you'll be willing to join us on a journey as your child travels through school to learn about themselves and learn what makes them excited about education. During our pre-show, you got a glimpse at what our 16 schools have to offer. We want to encourage you to dig deeper. We want to make sure that you understand all the things that each of our schools has to offer before you make that all-important choice. Throughout this evening, you're going to hear from lots of different people that work here at ChooseCREC. One thing we all have in common is a deep commitment to the success of students. You're going to hear from people that I work with about the great work that they do, and you're going to see how our schools can positively impact your child and their education. One of the things we've been focusing on a lot at ChooseCREC is equity. We want to make sure that all students that walk through the door, no matter who they are, feel as though they can be comfortable in their own skin and they can be who they truly are. We hope that our schools will create an environment that will make everybody feel welcome and kids can come together, learn from each other, and feel good about who they are.
Wow. Well, who better to hear it from than our own superintendent, Tim Sullivan. Thank you, Tim, and thank you for the great job you're doing leading all our schools. So again, ChooseCREC Schools of Excellence, we have 16 schools that range from pre-K 3 all the way to grade 12. And we have had some changes in some of the names of our schools. Please, I know it's hard to even keep them all straight, but we do it with intention and because we want to bring the themes that the students are interested in. So Curtis, tell us a little bit about the name changes and why that happened.
Yeah, so we have some brand new name changes from some of our schools as well as theme changes. And, after taking a look at our portfolio, we had to make sure that we were serving, again, you all best way possible in the needs that you all as our families called for. And so in a means of alignment, because we have our direct pathways, we have our formerly known International Magnet School and our formerly known as Metropolitan Learning Center is now called the ChooseCREC Academy of International Studies. serving you with a pre-K through high school direct pathway. They are still in 2 separate buildings. However, if you attend the new ChooseCREC Academy of International Studies, you will have a direct pathway to the ChooseCREC Academy of International Studies, grade 6 through 12 school, formerly known as the Metropolitan Learning Center. So be sure to take a look at that and notice that change on the application. Our other schools that had a name change as well as a theme change are our 2, formerly known as 2 Rivers, is now known as the ChooseCREC Academy of Computer Science and Engineering. And again, they are a middle school and they now have a direct pathway to the formerly known as Civic Leadership and Infield. They're also known as the ChooseCREC Academy of Computer Science Engineering. Now, students from the middle school have a direct pathway into the high school. What does that mean for direct pathway? That means you go into the application if you're a 5th grader at the new International Elementary, and if you're applying to the 6 through 12 international school, that means once you put in the application, you put International 612 as your #1 choice, and you have a direct pathway. If you're at the ChooseCREC Academy of Computer Science Engineering Middle School as an 8th grader, you put the Computer Science Engineering High School as your #1 choice on the application, and you have a direct pathway for automatic admittance into that school. And we think that is so huge for families to say, oh my goodness, I'm at a school, all I have to do is go in, choose #1, and I have a direct pathway to the next school, and I don't have to worry about going back into the lottery or anything. Yes, we did that just for you, just to put your mind at ease. And we also wanted to make sure that our schools had combined themes to further support and strengthen our students' learning for life after high school.
Well, I'm not gonna lie that I'm a little sad to see MLC go, but that's where my boys went. But again, like Curtis said, we think about the challenges that the families were having. So look, again, in the former 2 Rivers Magnet Middle, you would finish grade 8th, and then, you'd have to go back into the lottery again. So we've tried to take some of those challenges away. But again, like Curtis reminded you, you have to pick those pathways as your #1 choice. And yes, and again, I know it's a little confusing, but that's why we have staff here at the ChooseCREC Welcome Center and at the Regional School Choice Office. There's people answering the phone. We have the live chat feature here on the ChooseCREC.org, which is something new that we did last year. So you have, if you're confused or you're not sure what to do, should you put 1 school, 2 schools, 3 schools as your choice, make a call to the ChooseCREC Welcome Center. There's always someone here to answer your questions, and on ChooseCREC.org. But I am glad to see some, and oh, yes, we have another school that's moving.
Yes,
talk about that one?
Yes. So we also have a big move happening sometime this winter, right? More information coming soon. Be sure to look out for all of that new exciting news that'll go up when that move officially happens. But as you know, we started promoting last year that our Anna Grace Academy of the Arts and our Greater Hartford Academy of the Arts Middle School will now be moving to Bloomfield in a brand new state-of-the-art facility in Bloomfield. And so we've gone out to the campus, we've seen it. We are just so excited for that move and for those 2 schools to finally be in one home together. And those families have the unique opportunity, because those families will be in the same building, they will automatically roll up from the elementary to the middle school without any application being needed to be completed at all.
No application?
No application, because they're going to be in the same building. So not only do those families have access to this new building and new opportunities, but now they have a full, complete pre-K through 8th grade experience with our arts program. So we are so excited for that news, and please be on the lookout for information on that official move. However, we know that over this winter, it'll be coming soon for sure.
Yes, so the new families applying to the ChooseCREC Anna Grace Academy of the Arts, you will be starting school in a new beautiful building in Bloomfield on Griffin Road in Bloomfield. So stay tuned for that. And you're gonna have a treat because you get to see the school when you go out and do some visits. So that'll be exciting. So a lot of the name changes, a lot of, you might have taken notes and you're not sure, but again, visit our ChooseCREC.org site and you'll see some of the name changes there and some guidance on that. And I think we're ready to talk about why CREC schools are schools of excellence, right?
Yes. We have one of our assistant superintendents, Elena Brockman, who's just going to talk about the importance of student voice. Many of our CREC students come to CREC because they might have had the feeling in a district like they didn't belong, or that they wanted something new or something different. And so they saw out a CREC program so that they can have that space to be who they are. And so Elena's going to dive deeper into that. So take a look at a message from Elena Brockman.
CREC Magnet Schools adopted an equity and inclusion statement. More than just words on a poster, this statement guides our work and our commitment to our students. We value voice, and we value your student finding a place that they can be themselves. All of our CREC Magnet Schools have gender, sexuality alliances, or GSAs. These are clubs where students can be themselves, where they find students that they can talk to, adults that support them, and a space where they can truly be themselves and who they identify as. We've had really nice success with our school-based gender sexuality alliances that we began a virtual GSA as a result of COVID that is on the Zoom platform, where students from across all of our magnet schools, our secondary schools, come together once a month, and they have an opportunity to get to know other students from across our district. It's a space where they're able to just engage in conversation and be themselves. In addition to this club, all of our elementary schools have student action teams. These are groups, student-led groups, I should say, that identify problems within their local community. Could be their school, could be their community outside of their school, could be within our country. They identify problems that they want to take on. This involves potentially fundraising or doing projects that benefit their community, such as planting gardens, providing socks for homeless shelters, or anything else that these young leaders have identified to be problems in their communities. In addition to those clubs, we have at our secondary level mentoring programs. We also have peer mediation programs. These are all opportunities for students to flex their leadership muscles, for students to feel empowered outside of their classroom, to have voice in their community. We want to provide students places where not only are they safe to learn, but they're safe to be who they are. They're safe to find their voice, and they're safe to share their ideas that will potentially benefit all students in the school, our communities, and make our CREC magnet system a stronger entity. Student senators from across all of our secondary schools meet monthly to provide our superintendent with their thoughts and ideas and advise him on the needs of our district. We have many opportunities at CREC for students to be engaged in more than just academics. We focus on social and emotional learning and opportunities for students to feel empowered, be provided with voice, and the skills to flex their muscles to become the leaders of our school district, and more importantly, to graduate and be successful members of whatever community they choose to join. We hope that you entrust us with your students and that you know that we want to hear your voice, but more importantly, we want to hear your students' voice.
Wow, thank you, Elena, one of our assistant superintendents. who's very involved. She was a principal at University of Hartford Magnet School, and now she's assistant superintendent, and I'm so excited to have her here on the central team office. So Curtis, how important is it to be, to some of those things that Elena talked about, being involved, having a student voice, and making sure that they have a direct line to the superintendent and maybe make some decisions and things like that? How's that?
Absolutely. And so, coming from working in schools, I think that a lot of, what Elena alluded to and talked about in her piece is just so important because not all schools, I'm sure that families, parents, allow for that space for students to really be who they are, to have a learning environment that is inclusive, right, and tailored to them. And so I think about my school days and how we always tried to make sure that, if a student had a concern, there was a responsible adult for them to connect to in the school to kind of, share their thoughts and feelings with. We tried to make sure that there were clubs and activities that were inclusive for students to participate in, because we weren't sure that once they left school, right, if they had access to these experiences. And so for CREC to have these experiences in all of our schools, right, and for schools to say, you know what, we're going to host these clubs and these activities during school hours so that everyone has access, I think that's amazing, because since we are magnet schools and our schools are spread out in multiple areas, to be able to know that as a parent, my child still has access to these programs and these clubs, and I don't necessarily have to go and drive out there and get them if there's no transportation and or they're not getting home late or anything like that. So I think that these things are very important. And also, as I mentioned before, we know from being in these roles how important when families come and they just talk about the concerns that they might have or the challenges they might have in their own district and are like, you know what? Yes, quality education is important to me, right? I want my child to learn and receive the best grades so they can go on to do great things. However, I really want their social and emotional learning to also happen. I want them to be supported in that area as well. And so that is something that we do in our CREC schools, right? And we value that and we hold on to that because it's so important.
Yes, absolutely. Because, you have education. Once you graduate, then you go to college and you're in a world with so many people from different parts of the country, the nation. And, sometimes if you've been sheltered, you don't even know how to relate. So I think that's what makes our schools unique, right? Everybody learning together and learning to, especially with what we went through with COVID, the introverts versus the extroverts, that kind of caused some things there for the students and the mental and emotional well-being. So that is something that we take a really important look here at CREC. And, with our family engagement specialist, what is their role?
So every CREC magnet school has a family engagement specialist. Family and community engagement specialists. They would definitely get me fired and make sure I correct myself on that. And I say family and community, right? Because they specialize in knowing resources in the community, as well as ensuring that you and your child feel connected to your school, so that you know that you have a liaison. Yes, there's the administrators, there's social workers, right? However, sometimes you just want that person that you can just call, send a text to, send a email to, drive by their office and know that they're not, leading the entire school, but that they're there specifically for you. And that's what that's what makes us, one of the things that makes our schools unique, to say that, yes, we have somebody dedicated to families in each and every one of our schools. And so that is something that's so important. And with them, they have access to our mobile units, right? And so if there's any type of need or anything like that, or they're going to deliver a device or something like that, or if you have an event going on and you invite them to your community, they will take the mobile unit out to your neighborhood so that you can further see how large of a CREC, CREC programs and offerings that we have here, from adult services and support through community education, as well as many of our other programs to help with student supports, in addition to our magnet schools as well. And so it's just so important that you connect with the family engagement specialist because they know all this information. And of course, they can meet with you here at ChooseCREC Central if that's something that you need, and or meet with you and meet you where you're at. Again, because ChooseCREC, we believe in being ChooseCREC, bringing ChooseCREC to your neighborhood and bringing ChooseCREC to where you are.
Right. So I know you hear Curtis and I, we're adults now, and we talk about student voice and how connected we are, but we have a little surprise for you. We have one of our alums, Sanay, right? Am I saying her name right? Sanay is on, and we have some questions, and we want her to talk to you about her experience as a magnet school student. Sanay, are you there?
I am here, sorry.
Hi, Sanay.
Hello.
Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what school you went to, and tell us a little bit what you're doing and your experience at one of our ChooseCREC schools.
Yes, so my name is Sanay Graham. I graduated from the I knew the school as Metropolitan Learning Center, but they recently changed their name to the Academy for International Studies. So that's what a lot of people know them as now. And I graduated this year formally, class of 2021, and now I attend the University of Connecticut in Storrs. And I would say my experience at MLC was very, very fun. Even though I was a senior during the time of COVID, I had a lot of fun and interacted in ChooseCREC a lot. I was a part of the Student Senate, and I had a lot of different experiences with other students in different schools as well. So I would say that in ChooseCREC, you definitely have an intertwinedness between the schools, and it's not only just one school, but a lot of the school students will interact, rather if it's sports or just community engagement. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. And with that, what is something that you can, take away? What is a major takeaway from your magnet school experience? I know you mentioned some of the things that you're involved in, but what is one of your major takeaways?
A takeaway that I have from attending a ChooseCREC school is definitely advocacy, not only for yourself, but for others. So coming into a big campus like UConn, I had a little trouble at first trying to find the resources, but I did take some of the skills I learned from MLC and from ChooseCREC when reaching out to different resources that they have at the schools, and was able to advocate for myself and my grades. And I definitely took that away from having the resources in ChooseCREC and also in my formal high school.
Well, that's great. That's great. We are so happy that you're here with us. Can you talk, sometimes when we're out in the community talking about the school choices, with the open choice and the magnet schools, sometimes people say, oh, well, I don't want to leave my neighborhood school. Can you give us shed some light on that experience, how, you were going to Bloomfield at the international school, and then you would go to South Windsor. How hard was it, from a neighborhood school to Bloomfield?
It wasn't that far. I would say that the school that I went to, since it's a magnet school, they took kids from all around Connecticut. So I did have friendships and relationships with people who weren't only in the proximity of Bloomfield. So it's not that different. I still have friends from where I'm from, Windsor and things like that. But I feel like going from magnet school, you definitely have more diversity and meet more people, and have that sense of just inclusion within the community.
Nice. And with that, right, how important was it to have the support of your family through your experience as well?
Me as a student, I was very hard on myself when it came to work. I always wanted to have the best grades, always wanted to go in with having a set plan from high school to college. And my family definitely has supported me physically and mentally through that process. And with my family, ChooseCREC has also helped intertwine themselves within their students. So ChooseCREC definitely cares about their students and their abilities, as well as their mental health going into high school. So I would definitely say that my family as well as ChooseCREC work together to help me through high school.
Absolutely. And I know that you were involved in the Student Senate, and that's something that we often talk about. what district or, other folks can say, CREC has a student senate that allows students to have direct access to ongoing conversations with the superintendent of the schools. And I know that you are part of that. Can you just, talk about the impact or the feelings that you had with being included in such a group?
Being a part of the Student Senate, I felt was very beneficial for not only the students within the Senate, but also the students all around the magnet schools, because many students would reach out to those students who were in the Senate, and then those students could give feedback from their schools. So I definitely feel that the Student Senate is a really good opportunity for kids to take, and having the Student Senate within CREC definitely helps show that, yeah, the administrative voices are being heard and are important, but also the students and their impact on the schools as well.
That's great, thank you. Are you playing sports at UConn, or did you play sports at International?
I did play sports at International. I decided to take a semester break for now in UConn.
So what sports did you play at high school, in high school?
In high school, I played volleyball and softball.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, just a reminder to the families who are listening that we do have sports in our CREC magnet schools, and we have basketball, baseball, volleyball. I think they even have golf now. And so there's a lot of sports there. So, make sure that you apply for that as well.
Absolutely. And so Cheyenne, again, thank you so much for joining us tonight, for joining us. Right. And I apologize. Your father's going to kill me. I know he's probably talking.
It's okay.
That we messed up your name. We're so sorry.
But, if you can give your younger self advice, what would that advice be?
The advice I'll give my younger self is definitely not to be scared of going to a school that's very different from like the normal public school. I felt that I was very shy going in and didn't really want to advocate for myself or talk or like use the resources that were available. So when I was younger, I'll definitely help make those like connections with the teachers and staff that I've met, since most CREC schools are 6 through 12. So you definitely have a much longer relationship than in a regular high school. So if I did make those connections earlier on, it definitely would help me more.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much, Sine, for being here. We appreciate you for coming through, with notice. And, as you know, you always have a home, a network, and a family here at CREC. So please do not hesitate to tap into us. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Graham. They're my peoples, and they also have access to me as well. So thank you so much for joining us here tonight, sharing your voice. And there you have it, folks. One of our former CREC students, and thank you so much. Enjoy your time at UConn. Continue to represent and go on to do great things.
Thank you so much for inviting me to speak today. I enjoyed it a lot.
Thank you, Sine.
Bye, nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you.
Curtis, wow. Just to hear from the students is amazing. And now we have our other superintendent who's going to talk about, can you explain what she's going to?
Yeah, so, also something that's important, we have our student voice and how important that is for the climate and culture. But we know that many of our families also, like we talked about, have a strong emphasis on academic and student learning. And so we have one of our other assistant superintendents, Sasha Douglas, who is going to talk about the quality of curriculum here at CREC. So here, check out a message from Sasha.
At CREC Magnet Schools, we know that the majority of a student's day is spent in the classroom, and so we think a lot about curriculum and instruction. First, we start by thinking about relationships. Every student has to feel safe and welcomed and loved in their classroom. It's really important to us that students and teachers get to know each other, that students have a place where they can ask questions, they can challenge ideas. From our youngest pre-K 3 students all the way up to our 18-year-olds, we want students to know that they're safe, they're loved, and they will grow here at CREC Magnet Schools. we keep our focus in the classroom student-centered. So we do not believe in a philosophy where we have a preset curriculum and we just deliver it to our students. Instead, the curriculum is like a dialogue. Our curriculum evolves based on the needs of each individual class, each individual group, and each individual child. And so while we have a district curriculum that's research-based, we also make sure that every teacher makes adjustments for the needs of every child. The curriculum looks a little bit different from school to school as we infuse our theme-based instruction. The slant that each school takes on the curriculum really is an opportunity to bring their theme to life. And most importantly, we want to make sure that we're being responsive to the students in front of us. We want to make sure that what they're learning feels connected to their everyday lives, that it sparks curiosity in them, and that we continue to change based on the messages and the feedback that we're getting from each and every one of our students. We also think about the idea of prioritizing learning. So we want our students to make sure that they're learning what they really need to learn. And rather than thinking about how much can we fit in, we think about how deep can we go? What are the concepts that are really important? And how can we really push and challenge students to explore those concepts at a deep level? So we think about depth over breadth. It's not about how much you learn, but how well do you learn it? And we're very confident that over the course of the pre-K3 to grade 12 education, our students will learn a whole lot and they'll make sure to learn it deeply. The last thing that we think about consistently is high quality instruction. And so we look at that in regular ways across all of our schools. Our teachers participate in learning communities where they coach each other and choose topics where they can study to think about how do they continue to grow as a teacher. I reflect back to my time as a CREC principal when I used to be asked, what is it that you love about being a principal at CREC? When I wore that hat, I would say that I love the fact that our teachers challenge themselves to be better every day. CREC is not a place where teachers come to stay great. They come here to get better. And even our great teachers get better every year. We embrace our beginning teachers and make sure they have the support and the warmth and the coaching that they need to develop into great teachers. And we challenge our veteran teachers to mentor and to continue to grow in their own practice. One of the joys of my role here at CREC Magnet Schools is the opportunity to visit our outstanding schools and programs. Our 9 elementary schools, our 7 secondary schools, and our 2 programs provide me with constant opportunities to see students learning and growing. Whether I'm walking down the hallway of a school, whether I'm sitting in a classroom or in a school cafeteria, I'm always amazed by how CREC teachers create learning opportunities in every interaction with students. Learning doesn't only take place seated in a chair or looking in a book. Learning opportunities are created from the environment, and students have a chance to grow and express themselves, and their voices are valued. I look forward to being a part of the team that welcomes all of our new students to CREC next fall. I hope that your child will be one of them, and I look forward to seeing you as part of the CREC family.
Wow. Thank you, Sasha, our assistant superintendent. She was also the principal over at International and great principal there. So I'm glad to see her at CREC Central as well. So Curtis, really quickly, how important is what Sasha was talking about?
You know, I go back to something that she said about, it's, not how much, but how you learn, right? And so for families who are looking for that individualized experience, there you have it. Sasha, she said it, that's what we are doing here at CREC, right? And so yes, absolutely, we want all of our students to learn, but we know that also students have a individual learning preference. And so we are here to tailor that curriculum that fits the students' needs and make sure that they are getting the opportunities and the resources that they need at all levels to advance in their education. And so I think that's something that's just so important. Who is talking about that? And I think that's something that's so important as well, right? We talked about student voice and opportunities. We're talking about our curriculum. we are here and we are talking about the things that we are doing to support students academically and also social and emotionally. And that is so important for you all that are looking for potential schools and things like that to know that here at ChooseCREC, right, we are doing that. And we are here to support our students and our families.
Yeah, especially during these times. So Curtis, I'm just gonna take a few minutes to translate from my peeps here. So si hablan español, por favor pongan su pregunta en el chat y alguien la va a contestar. Ahora mismo terminamos el segmento de las escuelas magnets de ChooseCREC. Tenemos 16 escuelas otra vez, empezando de pre-K escolar, de grado 3 añitos hasta grado 12. Tenemos muchas escuelas con arte, música, ciencia, computer science, ingeniero. So si tienen preguntas, vayan a la página www.choosecrec.org. Tenemos un live chat ahí que pueden hablar en español también. O pueden venir aquí al centro de bienvenida, el Welcome Center, en el 111 de la Charter Oak Avenue. Y el teléfono es 860-509-3700. So, el primer segmento era del Hartford Regional Open Choice Program y ahora estábamos hablando de las escuelas Choice, que tenemos 16 escuelas. Y ya estamos terminando y voy para atrás para inglés. Curtis, I just told them, you know, again, what we were doing, that we started with Open Choice and we just went through our magnet schools. And then we're getting ready to close. We have another message from our superintendent, correct?
Yes, absolutely. We just want to thank you so much for taking the time out. We know this is dinner hour, right? This is the time where our students are at home doing homework. You're getting ready to close out the night, trying to catch up with one another, get ready for your day tomorrow. So we just want to thank you so much for joining us for this first virtual fair of this new season. And we are so happy that we got to share all the new exciting changes that we here have at ChooseCREC, while also holding on to our traditions that mean the most and the reason why so many of you are attracted to us as a ChooseCREC organization. So just thank you for joining us. And here is a message from Tim Sullivan to say his regards.
We hope that you enjoyed the fair, and we want you next to go to ChooseCREC.org and fill out an application. If you need help, you can stop by our Welcome Center at 111 Charter Oak Avenue here in Hartford.
All right, there you have it.
Yes.
Be sure to visit where?
ChooseCREC.org. Cojan la página ChooseCREC.org. Vengan al centro de bienvenida. Come to the Welcome Center. I want to thank you, everyone. Like Curtis said, thank you for coming and listening. We will be doing a live fair on January 13th at one of our schools, so stay tuned. And after we have a video explaining a little bit more about the Welcome Center, how to get assistance, what are the tips on getting information. It's going to be in English and Spanish. And then after that, please stay tuned so you can see some of our pre-show that highlights some of our schools that you have access to. So thank you for joining us tonight. Don't log off. We have a very important video in English and Spanish, and then you get to see some of our tours from our schools. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
ChooseCREC.
ChooseCREC.
Hi, my name is Callie Bostic Gardner, and I'm excited to speak with you today from the ChooseCREC Welcome Center at 111 Charter Oak Avenue in Hartford. This year, the application will look different to you, and we want to help you with any questions that you may have. You may have already attended a virtual magnet school fair and an open choice virtual fair. So, we want to remind you of a few things before you start your application. First, be sure that you have a working email address. Then take the time to attend a virtual open house to become familiar with your choices. Get more information by visiting our website at ChooseCREC.org. And then get your questions answered by a ChooseCREC Welcome Center staff member. There are 3 ways for you to reach the Welcome Center. You can reach us by phone at 860-509-3700. That's 860-509-3700. Or you can email us at schoolchoice@crec.org, schoolchoice@crec.org. Or this year, we're really excited to introduce our new chat feature, which you will find on our website. When you use our chat, in English or Spanish, you may speak with us live, request a phone call, or review our frequently asked questions. We're really excited to connect with you safely and to assist you as you explore a ChooseCREC education.
Hola, mi nombre es Nilda Hernández y estoy contenta de hablar hoy con usted del Centro de Bienvenida ChooseCREC, ubicado en el 111 Charter Oak Avenue en Hartford. La nueva aplicación de las escuelas magnet de ChooseCREC y el programa Open Choice de la región de Hartford estará disponible a través de la Oficina Regional de Elección Escolar. Este año, la aplicación se verá diferente y queremos ayudarle con cualquier pregunta que usted tenga. Tal vez ya ha asistido a una feria virtual de las escuelas magnet y una feria virtual del programa Open Choice, así que queremos recordarles de algunos puntos antes de completar la aplicación. Primero, asegurarse de tener un correo electrónico activo. Después, tomar tiempo para asistir a una sesión informativa virtual para aprender más sobre las elecciones. Obtener más información visitando nuestro sitio web en ChooseCREC.org y entonces obtener respuestas a sus preguntas de un miembro del personal del Centro de Bienvenida ChooseCREC. Hay 3 maneras para comunicarse con el Centro de Bienvenida. Se puede comunicar con nosotros por teléfono al 860-509-3700, repito, 860-509-3700, o puede enviarnos un correo electrónico en schoolchoice@crec.org, repito, schoolchoice@crec.org. Y este año estamos muy contentos de introducir nuestro nuevo chat que encontrará en nuestro sitio web. Cuando usted usa nuestro chat en inglés o español, puede hablar con nosotros en vivo, pedir una llamada o revisar nuestras preguntas frecuentes. Estamos muy entusiasmados de conectarnos con usted y asistirles mientras usted explora una educación ChooseCREC.
Welcome. My name is Gail Hills, and I am the founding principal of the ChooseCREC Academy of Aerospace and Engineering Elementary School. AAE Elementary was established in 2013. In the fall of 2020, we marked a momentous occasion, the opening of our new and permanent building at 7 Gardner Way in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. This new facility has been designed to support science, technology, engineering, and math. Our STEM-based theme serves to ignite curiosity, promote exploration, and foster collaboration and scientific thinking through hands-on, inquiry-based learning experiences. The interdisciplinary curriculum provides students with strong foundational knowledge and emphasizes understanding of the world around them. Technology, in state-of-the-art classrooms, supports and enhances the learning as teachers and students use iPads, smartboards, digital cameras, and other resources throughout the curriculum.
Hello, my name is Kurt Stanko. I'm the principal.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Matthews, and I'm the assistant principal.
And welcome to Discovery Academy. Our school is conveniently located in Wethersfield, right over the border of Hartford, with convenient access to Interstate 91, the Silas Deane Highway, and the Berlin Turnpike.
And our school grounds are amazing. They were designed with our STEM theme in mind. We have 2 playgrounds for our students to play on, as well as a bioswale and a nature trail. So how about we come on inside and see what our school is all about?
Here we are inside our building. This is actually a newly built wing, and the other end of the building is a refurbished project. The building opened in 2014, specifically with our STEM theme in mind.
And speaking of STEM, here we are next to Ronnie the Robot, which represents our STEM theme of science, technology, engineering, and math. STEM theme can be found throughout all of our classrooms, and it's also integrated in all of our specials, which are art, library, music, physical education, and design lab.
Hello everybody, welcome to GEMS. I'm Mr. Lawrence, the assistant principal. Welcome to our virtual tour. Come on, we'll show you around.
Hi, I'm Mrs. D'Agostino and I teach art here at GEMS.
Hey, how's it going? It's Mr. G and I teach physical education here at GEMS. And we are here in the planetarium starting off our virtual tour.
Here in our main hall, our floor features all of the planets of the solar system, centered around our planetarium, which is the sun.
Hi, I'm Miss Wilson. I am the science coach at the Glastonbury East Hartford Magnet School. Welcome to my science lab. The students enjoy their time in here and they learn valuable skills.
Welcome to the ChooseCREC International Magnet School for Global Citizenship. My name is Patrick Robitel, and I am the very proud principal of this fantastic school. Today, our students are going to be sharing with you why IMS should be your #1 choice.
Hi, I'm a student at IMS. At ChooseCREC International Magnet School for Global Citizenship, each day brings opportunities to spark curiosity, develop imagination, and build confidence through a fully accredited international baccalaureate curriculum. The IB Primary Years Program, PYP, for children aged 3 to 12 nurtures and develops young students as caring, active participants in a lifelong journey of learning with a focus on developing intercultural understandings and respect. At IMS, students in grades pre-K to 5 value learning as a lifelong process of discovery.
Hi, I'd like to welcome you to ChooseCREC Montessori Magnet School. We are a pre-K through 6 public Montessori school, the first one in Connecticut, located in Hartford, Connecticut at the Learning Corridor. The courtyard here at Montessori Magnet is how our students enter the school. This area was designated a wildlife habitat and has many flowers designed primarily to attract butterflies. The reasoning for having students enter school this way is so that they enter the building through natural beauty as they move into their learning environments. Most students accepted into our school each year come to us in the primary years mainly as 3-year-olds. The primary years consist of pre-K 3 through kindergarten or ages 3 through 6. The primary classroom is set up at the level of the students' eyes to attract the students to the materials in the room. Some of the skills that even the youngest children start acquiring include understanding order, learning to put things away in the proper place, taking turns, waiting to use favorite materials, have a seat at the snack table, or have the undivided attention of an adult, zipping, buttoning, and other skills necessary to take care of oneself.
We are a pre-K 2 school located in Tolland, just off Interstate 84. We have approximately 500 students here at Birch Grove Primary School. We have 9 sections of kindergarten. In our full-day kindergarten program, we focus on early literacy, early mathematics, as well as writing and reading skills.
So what do you need at the end? You do need a period. Did you spell need all by yourself?
For early childhood, the importance and the value of that education is really laying those foundational skills. And for me, and I know the other teachers that I work with, really instilling that love of learning. Just that, the curiosity, the intrigue, the love of reading and math, and just really showing students that you believe in them, you're giving them the tools to succeed, and they're gonna go far with all of that.
Welcome to ChooseCREC Museum Academy, where we provide a humanities-based curriculum combined with museum methods and ideology. Here at Museum Academy, students participate in a variety of field studies or expeditions that provide content-connected experiences presented by the experts in the field. Through hands-on experiences, students create artifacts showcasing their knowledge and understanding of content. Our students, also known as docents, showcase their work at our tri-annual exhibition, providing students an opportunity to display and highlight their learning to their families and public audiences. At Museum Academy, our teachers and students are trained and participate in a museum method of observation and dialogue around formal pieces of art, developing higher level language and thinking skills. We welcome you to join our living museum that features gallery hallways and classrooms that showcase personal and content-connected exhibits that support the theme, transforming the school into a creative, hands-on learning environment.
At the ChooseCREC Reggio Magnet School of the Arts, each day brings endless opportunities for exploration and discovery. The curriculum is designed to respect a child's point of view. Students are encouraged to control the direction of their learning and to direct their day-to-day activities as inspired by the Italian Reggio Emilia philosophy. Reggio Magnet School of the Arts pairs high challenge with loving support through the use of an arts-integrated approach to acquiring both social-emotional skills as well as academic skills. By aligning our educational activities with the Reggio philosophy of student-directed learning, our students have the opportunity to learn and grow and develop. Children from preschool through grade 5 learn through their experiences, including touching, moving, listening, seeing, hearing, and working with other children. The school itself plays an integral role in providing an environment that transforms, educates, and inspires the learner.
Welcome to the soon-to-be brand-new state-of-the-art home for the ChooseCREC Anna Grace Academy of the Arts Elementary School located in Bloomfield, Connecticut, where a pre-K through grade 8 curriculum will be offered to our students. Welcome. My name is Patricia Phelan. I am the founding principal of the Anna Grace Academy of the Arts. We have been in a temporary location since 2012, and we are delighted that in 2021, in the fall, we will be opening up in this beautiful location. The Anna Grace Academy of the Arts offers a diverse learning environment, offering a standards-based curriculum with high expectations for student achievement. In addition, we know that the arts are an important part of a well-rounded curriculum. All of our students play an instrument from grade 1 all the way up. Students also sing in choir and have small and large group instructions in both choir and instrumental play. In addition, all of our students have art, music, phys ed, dance, and theater every day of the week.
Welcome to ChooseCREC's University of Hartford Magnet School, located on the beautiful University of Hartford campus. We cannot wait to partner with you to help your child grow and learn about themselves, their community, and the world. We are a pre-K through 5th grade school focused on exploring the many, many ways that your child is intelligent and unique. Our school was founded on a theory of multiple intelligences, which acknowledges that each child learns and shows their learning in a variety of ways, whether it be through writing, reading, dancing, painting, singing, or listening to others. Our location on the University of Hartford campus provides our students with countless learning and exciting experiences. Our students take field trips on campus to visit classrooms, sporting events, and science fairs. They have college pen pals and work with student-athlete mentors. They learn dance, band, and string instruments from college instructors. Our close relationship with the University's School of Education lets us welcome many student teachers and fieldwork students to our school. These future teachers provide your child with more one-on-one instruction and support.
Hi, I'm Henley.
a 2015 alum of the Open Choice program and a 2019 graduate from Sacred Heart University. Open Choice offered me real-life experiences and prepared me academically for the future. As a Hartford resident, your family has options to apply to suburban districts through CREC's Hartford Region Open Choice program. Give your child a future with education through the Open Choice program. Apply now.
Hi everyone, my name is Joe Santaveneer and I'm Portland's Open Choice Coordinator. I'm also a 6th grade teacher here at Brownstone Intermediate School. In Portland, we like to prioritize family and student engagement. There are a variety of school programs and activities that would interest almost any student. It's a priority for us to make our Open Choice students feel part of this community. Please reach out to us if you have any questions, and we'd love to show you around our school or district. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Jessica Bruin. I'm the principal at Valley View School here in Portland. Valley View is the home to over 200 of our youngest learners in grades preschool, kindergarten, and grade 1. We are so happy to be a part of the Open Choice program.
My name is Ryan Wallstrom, and I'm the principal here at Gildersleeve Elementary School in Portland. Here at Gildersleeve, we have grades 2, 3, and 4, and we have a total of about 300 students. We celebrate our students in many different ways here at Gildersleeve. Students receive above and beyond cards for following the school expectations. We also include pictures and short write-ups of our students' accomplishments in our weekly newsletter titled The Trending Now. I look forward to hearing from you.
Hi, I'm Karen Mooney, the principal of Academy of Science and Innovation. Welcome. We hope to see you all next year here at Academy of Science and Innovation. Our themes at Academy of Science and Innovation are robotics, computer science, engineering, and biotechnology.
Hi, I'm Royston Jordan, assistant principal here at ASI. When you come to ASI, you'll be a part of a state-of-the-art facility that was completed in 2014, completed with 3 floors that's catered to the needs of all students. In addition, our support staff, which includes our school counselors, are here to cater to the needs and desires of all your students' future needs, from aspirations, careers, and dreams for their lives after high school. We look forward to seeing you here at ASI.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Wilson. I'm the Community and Family Engagement Specialist at the ChooseCREC Academy of Science and Innovation, and this is ASI. Our school is a 2019 Magnet School of Distinction. Our robotics team recently traveled to New Zealand for their first overseas nationals championship. We have a wide variety of sports for both boys and girls, and our basketball team was 2019 state champions. If you would like to learn more about the school, please feel free to check out any of our virtual open house dates.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Sophie.
And I'm Noah. We're both students here at the Greater Hartford Academy of the Arts Half-Day program.
And we're here to show you what the Arts Academy is all about. Come on, let's check it out. The Half-Day Arts Academy is located at 15 Vernon Street here in Hartford, only blocks away from the Capitol building and right across the street from Trinity College. Students from over 40 different school districts come here to learn and create their art Mondays through Thursdays from 1 to 4:15 in the afternoon. The Half Day offers more than 200 specialized courses in 6 different areas of focus: visual arts, music, dance, musical theater, and theater design and production.
There's always a ton of activity going on, and we have 3 different spaces where students can perform to showcase their talents. We've got a 150-seat recital hall, a reconfigurable black box theater, and our 650-seat main stage proscenium theater.
My name is Mr. Ryan, and I am the proud principal of the Anna Grace Academy of the Arts. 3 things separate our school and put us as the greatest school in America. Number 1, we have a tremendous focus on student learning. Number 2, we have the world's greatest arts program with certified staff and professional artists in the field. And number 3, we have a tremendous culture of care where we love every child and we hire people who care about your children. Thank you all so much. Anna Grace Academy of the Arts, sign up today.
Hi, I'm Jasenia Hernandez, principal here at Metropolitan Learning Center for Global and International Studies. MLC is an international baccalaureate school that offers the IB Middle Years program for grades 6 through 10 and the IB Diploma program for grades 11 and 12. The International Baccalaureate program is recognized globally for its high standard of rigor and the endless opportunities we offer our students in preparation for college and beyond. This is a ChooseCREC magnet school, and our theme is Global and International Studies. We offer 4 major concepts for students to gain before they leave our school. Thinking as global citizens, recognizing and understanding different perspectives, taking action for social justice, recognizing diverse perspectives, investigating the world, and communicating as global citizens. Our goal is to empower students to become change makers in the world we are in today and positively impact our community through a focus on social justice and equity.
Welcome to Civic Leadership High School. I'm Jeff Larson, the principal, and I just want to take a moment to talk to you about the great things we have to offer here. First is our college experience. Students that come to Civic Leadership have an opportunity to earn over 35 college credits before they graduate. That's a full year of college that you don't have to pay for, that you can get while in high school. Right? And that experience is taken a step further when we have actual college professors walk into the building to teach you. We're committed to that next step. Whether you think you're gonna go to college or not, we're gonna get you ready too. The next thing is our family environment here. If you ask students who their favorite teacher is, they're gonna name 4 or 5 people in this building. Why? Because that's how much we care about each and every individual that walks through this door. We truly want to see every student that walks through succeed. Right? And that also echoes throughout the mission that we have here. And that's community service and giving back to our community, being a great civic leader. Every year we have 2 public service days where we shut this entire school down and we go out into the community and give back because we think it's that important. The thing we like to say to our incoming students is that we're going to make you better than when you got here. So when you leave, you're going to understand what it means to be a great civic leader and how important it is to give back to your community.
Hi, my name is Jill Winook and I'm principal of Two Rivers Magnet Middle School, an environmentally themed school. The most important part of that sentence is the word middle school. Here at Two Rivers, we understand and love middle school age kids. We know how to give them exactly what they need. In our opinion, that means a focus on diversity and equity. We want to ensure that all of our kids have equal opportunities to their educational and their personal experiences. The way that we do that is we look at the whole child, focusing on what it takes to be a good student. That can look like many different things here. They can be a good student in our arts program, in our technology program, even in our athletics program. Again, we want to focus on helping your child become the best that they can be. We look forward to seeing you.
Hi, my name is Marvin Williams. I'm the Family and Community Engagement Coordinator here at Two Rivers Magnet Middle School. One of the unique things about my role here is that I'm a direct contact to students and parents. It's interesting in the fact that we all know that middle school can be tough, challenging, and terrifying for students as well as parents. So I have the flexibility of working outside the boundaries of a teaching classroom by getting into cafeterias, sitting and eating lunch with students, oftentimes heading out on field trips. The other unique aspect is working one-on-one with parents. Being able to connect and communicate and work simultaneously along with parents in order to help their students succeed, that's the nature of a family engagement coordinator. We can also reach out to our community providers because I know we've all heard the saying that it takes a village to raise a child. So that's true in this sense. It takes everyone, parents, teachers, engagement specialists or coordinators, advocates. If you want to learn more about Two Rivers Magnet Middle School, go to our website,